barrier, and the passage behind the barrier is filled with acidic mucus. Only the healthiest and strongest fighters will be able to withstand the slime and make it to the second level of the race, where the immune cells will come after them. In this level, the immune cells will test your speed and agility. If you're slow, they'll eat you up. But you managed to avoid the immune cells with your nimble maneuvering and made it to the third level of the race, decision of fate. Here is the intersection of the fallopian tubes. You will face your first fateful decision because only one of the two paths leads to a new life. So if you make a wrong choice, you'll be doomed. With the help of luck, you and the remaining hundreds of brothers and sisters have successfully reached the fallopian tube and become the elite of the elite. But now you're exhausted after days of fighting. So you'll have to rest where you are to prepare for the final sprint in 48 hours. Meanwhile, the eggs inside the woman's body are also waiting. Unlike tadpoles, women are born with egg cells. These egg cells are depleted as they age. Usually, the ovaries release only one mature egg at a time. When the egg enters one of the fallopian tubes, it releases a signal that awakens the sleeping warriors. In the next stage of the sprint, the warriors will burn through their body's protein to get the last of their energy. But victory is not just for the first to arrive. Because the zona pellucida, outside the egg, is the final test. While your peers are still burrowing in, you've already penetrated the egg's protective membrane with your unique chromosome. The egg then releases chemicals that harden the shell, keeping out the other contestants. And as the victor, you have joined with the egg to form a fertilized ovum. Over the next few days, Mom and Dad's genes will magically merge and reorganize. And you'll get a whole new set of genes. Once the reorganization is complete, the fertilized egg begins to divide and move toward the uterus as it divides. By the time the fertilized egg falls into the uterus, it has developed into an embryo. The implantation of the embryo in the uterine wall marks the completion of the conception process. The embryo then develops into a fetus in the uterus and is delivered at 40 weeks, and you're finally here. This is the first scene of life. You'll be running against 200 million brothers and sisters for the sole title of champion. The first hurdle is the cervix, and the door to victory will open only a narrow slit. Only the strongest individuals will be able to break through the barrier, and the passage behind the barrier is filled with acidic mucus. Only the healthiest and strongest fighters will be able to withstand the slime and make it to the second level of the race, where the immune cells will